Now, as a veteran myself of this wonderful event that is Sibos, I know, as you probably do, that one of the many highlights of this year's event is meeting the star scholars. They're part of the Sibos Talent Accelerator Route, which empowers participants, accelerating their knowledge, skills and confidence to thrive as future leaders in the finance industry.
And this year's Sibos is welcoming more than 40 women from 20 countries to benefit from a special program of networking opportunities and development experiences with senior industry leaders and star alumni.
And we're delighted to say we're joined by 3 of this year's star scholars. Loubna El Chartouni, Client Sales Manager, Mayor, Institutional Cash and Trade, Deutsche Bank. Vilde Eiesland, Head of Data Sales for Euronext Securities. And Isabella Luque, Treasury Management Consultant in Latin America for Wells Fargo. Welcome to all of you.
Thank you. Now let's start with you, Loubna. It's the end of day 2 at Sibos. Time has flown by. What has been your key takeaway so far?
Look, as you mentioned, it's only been 2 days, but I've already gained so much, whether attending the opening ceremony at the Frankfurt Stock Exchange or the inspiring talks we had with the executive in the morning or these amazing sessions on leadership that we've been having. Everything has been such a rich experience for me, and honestly, I cannot wait for the next 2 days and all that's ahead.
Neither can we. Vilde, what experiences and topics within Sibos have been most impactful for you, and what are you going to carry forward from this year's events?
Yeah, thank you for that question, and thank you for having us here. I'm really excited to be here, and I'm really excited to be here alongside all of you. And I think the most impactful thing about Sibos so far is the people that you get to meet and listen to market leaders in the industry about the challenges that the financial sector is facing, and not the least what we are doing to solve those issues. And yeah, and I'm really excited to see what the next 2 days are bringing. And yeah, thank you.
And Isabella, what has made the most impact on you here at Sibos so far across the themes and thought leadership?
So for me, it has really been about the openness that there is in the dialogue and the transformative nature of this conference. It has been really inspiring to hear from some of the most brilliant minds in our industry about the different issues that we're facing, right? And the sessions, I've been really impressed because it hasn't been surface level trends only, but really going deep into the challenges that we're all facing when we represent our industry here. So digital inclusion, sustainable finance, security, the regulatory challenges, and really sharing different ideas around that. I think it also highlights the importance of different perspectives in our industry and how that drives change. So hearing from banks, regulatory bodies, but also, for example, payment service providers and digital fintechs is what really makes a difference.
Loubna, of all the opportunities that the Star Scholarship Programme has opened up for you so far, which has been the most impactful for you personally?
Personally, I would say the connections that I've made either with the experts and also with my fellow star scholars. I mean, the interaction has been insightful and meaningful across all levels. But what I value most is the bond and the network that I've built that's going to stay with me way beyond the Sibos and the program.
And Vilde, what has the Star Scholarship brought to you as a high potential professional within the industry?
Yeah, so it's being a part of the Star Scholarship for me has been a real boost, both professionally but also personally. And I think being able to speak to market leaders and speak to market leaders that are a part of shaping how data and innovation meet each other and it's being shaped in the industry, bringing a lot of inspiration with me back home to my clients and to my team. And it's also nice for me to see that the way that my data team is taking really aligns with the financial industry. And I think it's cool that Sibos offers an arena to young professionals where we are able to actually be a part of the discussion of big picture things. So, yeah.
And Isabella, share with us some of the work that you've done as part of the scholarship so far, as part of the programme so far, and how do you think it will help you moving forward?
Sure. It's really been a privilege and incredibly interesting. I agree with what my colleagues have shared, but I'll give you some of the highlights. So for example, the opening bell ceremony at the Frankfurt Stock Exchange was incredibly inspiring to be a part of that and to really see, like you said, your market leaders up there being a part of a big moment on Monday morning. So that was very interesting. Some of the sessions on leadership have been very interesting too. We talked a lot about how it is important to create institutions where there is a psychologically safe environment for rising leaders to really speak up, bring ideas to the table, and the importance of early career development. And then also attending some of the sessions on the industry topics and gaining some of those more hard skills and bring back that to our jobs and to our clients.
Loubna, we're actually seeing more women rise into leadership positions within finance. What do you see as the key drivers of this growth, and what opportunities still lie ahead for us?
Okay, I believe what drove this is the change in the tone from the top. So when senior executives started actively embracing and championing diversity and inclusion, it made a major shift in the collective mindset. And looking ahead, programs like the STAR program, the mentorship, the sponsorship of women will continue to pave the way for them to take more and more leadership roles in the future.
Vilde, as a young professional leading an international team, how do you see your role in shaping the future of finance?
Thank you. I mean, that's a big question, and I'll answer it as short as I can. I think my biggest responsibility is to help and support bridging the gap between innovation and client needs. And I think what the young generation of leaders today can bring is, I mean, it's fresh perspective, but it's also adaptability. We've grown up in a time of very, very rapid change. And in a financial world that changes almost from hour to hour, I think this is a very undervalued quality to have. And I think in my job in bridging this gap between innovation and client needs, I think working with data, I think it is enabling the financial sector with timely data that's trustworthy so that we can all get enough information to make the correct decisions collectively.
Final question to you, Isabella. Given your exposure to diverse markets in Latin America, how has working across different countries shaped your approach to client relationships and solutions within the cash management space?
So for me, the biggest learning in working in Latin America is the importance of listening to your clients. So Latin America is an incredibly diverse market, and what makes you successful in one country might not make you successful in the next country. So you really have to develop this skill where you understand your client's need, and then you can really develop a consultative approach to selling. And I think that's really powerful and has the potential to differentiate you, especially in an industry that is so competitive these days.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a look at our Sibos stars and upcoming leaders within the financial services industry. Thank you so much to all of you for joining us here on Sibos TV. That was Loubna El Chartouni, Client Sales Manager, MEA, Institutional Cash and Trade, Deutsche Bank, Vilde Eiesland, Head of Data Sales for Euronext Securities, and Isabella Luque, Treasury Management Consultant in Latin America for Wells Fargo.